I'm a really big fan of the rainbows today. And the green, that's my favorite color. I know Owen's coming, he'll be here in a minute. But do you remember what we've been talking about the last couple weeks? About promises with God? A lot of these promises came with a sign, something happening. Do you remember any of the signs? Rainbow, that's right. Rainbow was one of the big signs. Another one had to do with people's names. Do you remember something happening to somebody's name? Yeah, so one of the names went from Sarai to Sarah, I can remember. The other name went from Abram to Abraham. That's one of the signs. So these are some of the ways that God has shown signs, but we hear today that God is going to make a new covenant, and the place that God's going to put that covenant, the sign that God's going to give, is that God's going to write it on our hearts. That sounds a little weird, maybe, right? Because nobody's going to actually write on your heart, right? Get out a pen, cut a big hole, write on your heart. That'd be kind of, I don't know, gross. Just one second, buddy. But God says that God is going to write something on our hearts. What do you think that means? Do you have any ideas? What do you think, bud?
Talk with his disciples, make something up with his disciples in there.
Yeah, Jesus spent a lot of time with his disciples thinking of stuff. So when God says that God's going to write something on our heart, that means that it's going to be deep down in us, right?
Yeah.
Deep down in us. And do you think that if something's written on our hearts that it can be like washed away? No, it's just one second, buddy. No, it's just there. It's going to be there, and it's going to be on our hearts forever, and that's something really special. And every time that we show love for God, every time that we show love for our neighbor, every time that we keep our promises, we can remember that covenant that's written on our hearts. Sort of imagine it like glowing every time we do those things that are connecting us to our promise. What were you going to say, bud?
It feels like, so sometimes when he writes our hearts on us, then he makes a big note with his disciples.
A big note?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, can we all say a prayer together? All right, can you repeat after me? Dear God, write your love on our hearts. Help us love you. Help us love everyone. Amen.